everyone, welcome back to our channel. My name is Tori, aka Mountain Mama, and today we are going to do a day in the life. So we do have a lot of errands to run today, but I do kind of want to make it fun for why. It is just me and him, and he is coming up on a year now, so pumpkin patches are in full swing, so I want to take him to a pumpkin patch. We are going to go to Trader Joe's, which is about a 40-minute drive from where we are now. It used to be like a 5-minute drive, but no biggie. So we're going to go to Trader Joe's, we're going to go to the pumpkin patch, and then we also need to go to Michael's. That's also a store that's not near me now. As some of you know, I am an elementary school teacher, so Wilder's right next to me. So every single year we do a project for International Peace Day, and it is called Pinwheels for Peace. So all you have to do is Google search that, and they give you a pinwheel template. And then I teach grades K through 5, and what they do is write on the square or show me artistically how they, I don't know, what peace means to them. So some kids write about sports, some people use, you know, their favorite peace colors and things like that, but it's always such a fun turnout. Every kid in the school does it. I do teach at a K-8, so middle school's included. And then on International Peace Day, they plant their pinwheels into the ground in the shape of a peace sign and then the year, 2019, and they say something to themselves for about a minute, kind of like a moment of silence to talk about peace and what's going on in the world and ways that they can problem solve to help with that. But yeah, this year it's kind of focused on being kind to one another, which is really exciting. But moral of the story, these kids, they probably could put together a pinwheel, but it's a little tricky because there is a skewer. I'm going to pick up Wilder here. There is a skewer that's involved, so it's a little bit sharp, which is the tricky part. So what I end up doing every single year is put the pinwheels together. So that's just about 500 pinwheels, which, you know, I don't mind putting them together, but they need to absolutely be done. So I want them to look uniform. So what I did was, or what I need to do is pick up some pony beads to put the pinwheels together. And I have my helper here, so hopefully today goes smoothly. And then we are going to cook some dinner in the crock pot and do some more fall decor. We also need to pick up some things to make the invitations for Wilder's first birthday party. So I will take you along with us today. We have a lot going on, so make sure you stick with us to the end. And make sure always to like, share, and subscribe. Let's get into the video. Can you say hi? Good. Hi. Alright, so we just got back from Trader Joe's. I have my eucalyptus, some succulents in there, some must needed items, and we're just gonna wait until Y Guy finishes his bottle. But yeah, we are so excited that we finally got all of our Trader Joe fixes. Hey y'all, so we are about to head into Michael's, and I just wanted to let everybody know that I do download all of my coupons before I get into Michael's. There's an app, you could sign up for their emails, whatever you do, download their coupons. And if you are a teacher, you can use your teacher bag for 15% off additionally. So I would definitely get involved with that program if you can. And I do have the Up-A-Baby travel system, so I just store the stroller in the back of our car, and Wilder's car seat just pops right in here. It is a little tricky at first to get the hang of, but it definitely makes my life a lot easier. And I honestly just use my stroller as a cart sometimes. It's just easy to put things on the bottom of it. We are picking some zinnias and maybe a sunflower or two, aren't we? Let's see. What do you think? Alright, so we are back from Trader Joe's and I'm going to show you what I got. So let's start over here with my stuff. I get the tempura cauliflower. It doesn't say it's vegan on the ingredients. I don't see anything that's not vegan. It's possible that one of their gums or sugars is not a vegan item, so they can't legally put it on here, but that doesn't bother me right now. I got some organic popcorn. I thought was awesome for movie night. I did find some pumpkin spice coffee. I was complaining earlier that you know, Starbucks doesn't have pumpkin spice for vegans, so yeah, I just got some of my own. And then for weeknight dinners for Lee and Wilder, I just got some tortellini and Alfredo sauce, and then I got some asparagus risotto. And then I got some fettuccine Alfredo, which I'll probably put with broccoli. Lee's pretty awesome about not eating meat, or I'm sorry, not complaining about meat whenever I don't make it, but I just always like to have a cheese dish, I guess, and a veggie for them. And then for me, I got some organic tahini for homemade hummus. And then I got some soyaki, which is really delicious to put your tofu in. And then I also got some greens, so I got 3 different types of eucalyptus. I put this one in the shower. It just gives off a really good aroma. And then this one I like to put in bouquets around the house. And then these leaves are just nice to put in wreaths, and they kind of have like a hanging quality to them. So I like the way that they wilt, if that makes sense. But yeah, we also stopped at that market like I showed you, where the pumpkins were, and we got some zinnias. You're allowed to cut your own here. I'm not really sure if I like the color scheme. I really like the red zinnias. Those are my favorite ones. Sorry about the shadow there. And then I got these succulents to put in the pumpkins that I made. If you watched my last video, if you did not, I'll link it down below. And then I got this Honeycrisp apple scented candle. And yeah, I just like to have that smell going when there we go, it's in focus, when I'm around the house. And then I got these kitchen towels just because we were out of them. These are so inexpensive, these bar towels. It's a pack of 3 for like $3.99. And then over here at the market, I got organic corn. I got a tomato. I love putting that on sandwiches. And then I just got an onion. And yeah, that's what we got. Wilder was being such a good boy until we got in the car. He really does not like car rides, but that's okay. He's got his Eagles jersey on. Yeah, do you want to walk over? Come on. Come on. And he did started walking, if some of you don't follow us on social media, but he usually follows me around. Come here, you. Come on. Let go of that wall. You can do it by yourself. Good job. Come on. Get your step. Good job. Good job. Are you hanging on to things? Come here. Come here. Oh, good job, Hannah. Alright, so Wilder and I are going to put dinner in the crock pot. Tonight I am making a butternut squash chowder with some corn. Hey, trying to talk. Hold on a minute. So you're gonna need these right here. So I use gold potatoes, 3 heads of garlic, 3 cloves of garlic, about a half of a medium onion, some corn, a butternut squash. I'm using almond milk, and then the Better Than Bouillon veggie cube. I just picked up this Country Crock plant butter. It's really amazing. It's the best vegan butter I've ever picked up.
I'm going to use some sage, some pepper, some onion powder, and some salt. And I'm going to put it on low for 8 hours. And then once everything is done, the only thing I don't add to this pot is going to be the corn. Hey, I don't want you in there. Sorry, the only thing I don't add to this is the corn, but the rest of it is going to go into the crock pot. I'm going to let it on low for about 7.5 hours, and then at 7.5 hours I take everything out and blend it, and then I add the corn into it just so it has some texture. I might add some carrots or some peas and maybe some kale for me. Lee's not like the biggest fan of kale, so I'll just probably add some kale in for me and brown rice, and then I also picked up some fresh bread. So yeah, that should be super delicious, but let me show you how I get that done.
So I just chopped my squash, onion, and potato. I put 2 cloves of garlic in there and about a cup of almond milk. I'm gonna put my spices in. I have black pepper, sage, a little bit of salt, and onion powder. So that's to taste. I'd say about a teaspoon each, and then you can keep adding some if you need. And then you want to add a half a stick of your plant butter and 1 tablespoon of the veggie cube that we talked about. All right, so everything I got at Michael's. I got these 2 shelves. I love the gold. It's more of a coppery color than what is showing right now. But yeah, this was the picture. I don't really like that situation together, so I got the long one and the shorter one, and I'm gonna hang it right over the couch over there. So then I also got this wreath for the door. I'm going to decorate it with some of this stuff here. And then it needs a hanger. I'm probably gonna paint it rose gold because I don't like that silver. And then I got stuff for Wilder's invitations. So I got a black card and envelope, and then I got this white marbly paper. I'm gonna just type something out and print it in a nice font. And then I found these cupcake liners, and I think they're like totally the Beetlejuice colors. If you watch the cartoon Beetlejuice, it has the purple in it, but we're not going for the cartoon, we're going for Beetlejuice, the real movie. But yeah, so I'm gonna do something with this. Then I got these for the party itself. I'll just make some little cupcakes, probably red velvet or something like that. I accidentally got this, wasn't paying attention, so don't need that. But yeah, I'm going to use these little bats to put in here. If you've been with us for a while, we always go back to, I'll show you right now, a bat theme one here. And we used to call Y Spooky before he was here. So this is our little Spooky. So it's kind of like a Wilder representation. So that's why we got bats. Kind of like an inside family joke. And then I got part of my Halloween costume. I'm out of school this year, my old school, so I'm really excited. But we get to dress up for Halloween. I understand not everyone celebrates Halloween, but it is fun for the kids to dress up. So I always like to be a famous work of art or something that they recognize. The year before that, I was Alice in Wonderland. They loved that. But this year, I wanted to be Starry Night. So we are actually studying Vincent van Gogh in 3rd grade. We always do Starry Night. We're going to do a spooky Starry Night this year. And hold on one second. Okay, yeah, so this year I am going to dress up as Starry Night, the painting by Vincent van Gogh, if you're not familiar. 3rd grade is studying Vincent van Gogh. He is our Artist of the Month. Right now we are studying The Terrace from him. I usually do about 2 works of art from each artist or culture that we're studying, just so kids can see that there are differences in artists. They have some similarities, but most of their art is going to look a little different. But yeah, so for the month of October, we're going to study Starry Night, and I thought it might be fun for some of those kids that do celebrate Halloween to make it a spooky Starry Night.
So like a haunted house or jack-o'-lanterns instead of the church, or, you know, whatever. But so I'm going to take a white dress and dye it blues and purples and yellows, and then I'm going to pair it with those leggings and the headband. It's a super simple costume and super fun. 2 years ago, like I said, I was Alice in Wonderland, and the year before that I was the Mona Lisa. I use the Mona Lisa as an attention phrase in my classroom. So I say Mona and they say Lisa, and they have to freeze and whatever they want to do. The dance move, they can look like Mona Lisa if they want to, but the idea is you are facing the teacher and you are not touching any art materials, and that is my attention getter. So yeah, that's why I was the Mona Lisa. But anyways, I will show you how that turns out in a few weeks. But right now I have to put up those shelves, and then I'm going to put that wreath up. I'll show you that, and then I'm going to get the invitations going. After that, I think dinner will be ready, so I'll show you what we do there. And yeah, here we go. So now I'm just going to blend the butternut squash soup in my blender here. Ideally, I would just do it in that big bulky one that I have, but it is just that big and bulky and time consuming, so I'm going to do it in this $10 food processor that I have. I use a ladle to put it in, and then I will put it back in the crock pot to cook for that extra hour.
Alright, so this is how the soup turned out. I paired mine with broccoli and a side salad, and it really got us in the mood for fall. So if you want to try the recipe, let me know. Tag us, like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye!